How'd you feel about Soulja Boy saying that he was going to hire guys to rape Blueface? Is that player? Is that a gangster thing to do?
I think people next to Soulja Boy have had a conversation with Soulja Boy. Soulja Boy's, you know, he's Soulja Boy the rapper. His mentality doesn't come from where ours come from. You've seen the story he told for all those years about he shot the motherfucker house. Come to find out, all that's been bullshit.
But those same guys that he shot, they went on Vlad and they told their version of the story. And it sounded like Soulja Boy definitely had a different version of it, but the basic events more or less played out, right?
Yeah, so, yeah, but at the end of the day, when he was here, you wasn't doing all that.
If you were Vlad, would you have done that? He interviewed Soulja Boy, had a super viral interview with Soulja Boy. Then Soulja Boy gets locked up for a period of time, and so he does an interview with the guy that Soulja Boy allegedly shot.
It's Vlad's job.
Because that's why Soulja Boy stopped fucking with him.
Well, I mean, I don't think Vlad gives a but you know, it's Vlad's job. It's two sides every story.
He might have thought about it differently, just knowing Vlad. He might have thought about it differently if he had thought, well, I could not interview these guys and then continue to have a really great content relationship with Soulja Boy for the next however many years. I think Vlad is thinking about shit in a dollars and cents type way, where if he knew that he was going to be able to have Soulja Boy be his fucking Boosie, where he interviewed him a couple of times a year for the rest of his life, he probably would have not interviewed those dudes. I think Vlad was looking at it like, well, it's newsworthy. I let Soulja Boy on my podcast to talk about these guys. What's wrong with giving those guys a voice, even if they are objectively basically nobodies?
I don't give a fuck who somebody talk to regarding situation. The situation is a situation. I mean, we believe Soulja Boy can make a gimmicky record. I don't feed off in the Soulja Boy shot 38 people.
We haven't really seen Soulja Boy make a record that anybody gave a fuck about in like the past 10, 20 years, right? 2011 or 12, I was a Soulja Boy fan, though. I'll give it to you that he had like another life in him.
The fact that Soulja Boy's records still generate him income is where I'm saluting.
What about if we, on behalf of Blueface, hire some booty goons of our own to go get at Soulja Boy?
Nah, that ain't what we do.
That's not player?
No, we don't do none of that.
Okay.
I talked to Soulja Boy the other day.
How was that?
He understood.
Was he summoning booty goons?
No, he understood. He was with the homies, and I talked to him on FaceTime.
Okay. And is that why he came out and basically tried to squash shit with Blueface?
Well, I didn't tell him to do that, but I'm pretty sure our conversation played a part. You know, he got some solid homies with him. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I'm pretty sure after I talked to him on the homie's phone, I'm pretty sure they had a conversation with him about what it is, what's real, what's not.
But do you think that Blueface kind of fucked up any chance of them reconciling by basically not being accepting of the olive branch that Soulja Boy was attempting to put out there?
Well, I denied the olive branch.
You denied it?
Yeah.
So you won't allow them to be cool?
No. We don't need you. Once you say certain things, you say certain things. All that.
Was it
I'm
the
gonna
rape
put some money
threats?
on your books and all this kind of shit.
Oh, that was too much too?
For none of that. That's how.
So when he said he was going to put money on his books, that's offensive because that's implying that he like needs money?
Yeah, that's burnt out. It's a little weird. End of the day, Soulja Boy, one thing I can tell Soulja Boy that if you see Blueface, you know, be ready.
Well, Soulja Boy took back his apology now.
Yeah, we don't care about that. And the homies is with Soulja Boy, they know they gonna like, nigga, so 101. Do your shit.
So could you do the podcast with Soulja Boy on here?
All day long.
And
He's not gonna say nothing crazy about
what side should he sit on? Should he sit next to me or sit
He
next
can
to you?
sit wherever he wanna sit. The homies will be here with
What about Indian style on the top of the table?
Nah, he ain't doing that.
That's not cool. Crisscross applesauce?
Nah, he ain't doing that.
No. Yeah, that'd be awkward.
You gotta remember, I've been knowing Soulja Boy a long time. But Blueface is who he is to me. Soulja Boy's mad because he entered the arena he wasn't ready for. Soulja Boy initiated it. He says, "I'ma f your bitch." Blueface responds and says, "I already f***ed your bitch." Look, Soulja Boy had no idea.
Was it Paris Hilton?
Right? No, it was his baby mama.
Okay.
Soulja Boy had no idea. She's in the Tatiana video, bro. She's in the Tatiana video. Soulja Boy had no idea that Blueface had already had a situation with her. So it f***ed him up.
If you start f***ing with a new girl, do you ask her, hey, did you ever f*** Soulja Boy?
A new female better tell me if she didn't mingle in a circle I'm in, I better know about it.
Anybody.
Who it is.
What if she fucks some guy who works at No Jumper, the editor? Or does he have to be like a street dude?
No. Well, in that situation, right? If I look up and say, I got to go do an interview at No Jumper, at that point, I expect her to tell me. I don't expect her to, if this some dude she dealt with years ago, right? This your ex, you just, well, who's your ex? Such, what do you do? He work at No Jumper. Cool. Because I don't want to walk into a situation, right? Where I'm blindsided by something. You know, so that's all that is.
How you feel about Blueface being taken out of general population? What happened? What led to that?
He was never taken out of general population. That's the media don't know what the fuck they talking about. Adam.
I'm just going off what I saw.
You go to LA County Jail today.
Yeah.
You have no decision. They putting your ass in high power keep away.
And I'm okay with that.
No, because you are a public figure.
I think that's a safe
Suge
option.
Knight was just in high power keep away.
I want to kick it with the homeboys in my King Five Fingers voice, but realistically, if they want to just like tuck me away so that I don't have to deal with any bullshit, that would be okay too.
Now, I think people are confusing Blueface with Crip Mac. Crip Mac's not a public figure. He was just a gang member on YouTube.
He's definitely a public figure. When you say Crip Mac's like basically as famous as Blueface,
he's
not as successful.
You sound dumb as fuck. Really? You sound super dumb, triple dumb. Fuck out of here. Niggas look at him to laugh. Right?
A lot of people look at Blueface to laugh, realistically. A large part of his fan base, right? The people watching the reality show, they're not like music fans,
you want to see his streams?
Oh, I believe you, yeah.
Right? They listen to him all day, every day. Right? Not a day go by that 250,000 people's not streaming the dude.
On a prison level, I feel like Blueface and Crip Mac, it's a toss-up. They're basically the same level of fame.
You're out your stupid ass mind. He ain't got more money. He ain't got more accolades.
We're just talking fame.
He ain't got fame. All that comes with it.
Yeah, but you could be famous without accolades or money.
What? Nigga, what kind of fame you talking about?
The very like street level type of fame that Crip Mac has.
Street level is not
fame. He's a YouTube superstar.
Street level is not fame.
Yeah.
That's
a type of fame.
No, that's some streets.
But he's not.
Blueface land in Russia.
He's famous on the internet.
Blueface land in Russia. He land in motherfucking Scandinavia. He land in the UK.
You don't think Crip Mac is lit in Russia?
No.
Oh, get out of here.
Got it. Nigga ain't even got a passport.
Crip Mac looks like Putin created him, like in his own likeness. Like Crip Mac is what Putin feels inside.
So, you know, he's a public figure. You're a public figure. You go to LA County Jail. You going to high power keep away. I don't give a what you talking about.
So any celebrity, like when I remember Draco was talking about how Soulja Boy was in PC, yada, yada, that wasn't his choice. That's just what they basically forced upon him.
Now, he's trying to get out. He didn't call the attorneys.
Blueface.
He talked to OSJ. He didn't sign the paperwork, let me the general population. But he has no control. You got to remember, LA County Jail public figure, right? They're thinking lawsuit, right? So they're going to protect themselves. You know how many fucking lawsuits go against LA County, right? Ultimately, we pay the cost for that shit, the taxpayers. So at the end of the day, they're going to put you there. Then you got to fight to get out. Now, if you're going to go there and just sit there and be cool, that's one thing. But he's been fighting every day to get the fuck out of high power keep away to
is he like alone, like he doesn't even get to hang out with anyone, so it's just like insanely boring and horrible?
When Game went, we broke TMZ. TMZ started pretty much with the Game. Game let him follow him to the LA County Jail. Game, as soon as he went, high power keep away. He filed all the paperwork to get out, but by the time the shit went through, it was like 8-9 days that released him.
Oh, okay.
Now, it's a pro and a con to it. Because he is Blueface, a public figure, and he's in there for a non-violent offense, his name is at the top of the motherfucking list for an early kick out because you a fucking liability in here.
So like the more famous you are, the more likely they're going to let you out early?
If you got a non-violent offense, they don't want you there. You a liability.